Merry Christmas to all. Good morning, Cowboys fans. It's your boy Foots here. On this beautiful Christmas morning, I'm reporting to you all live from Sacramento, California. Went to visit my grandmother. She's aging, and I'm in her little community. It's actually very beautiful. The sun is shining. I know back home in D.C., the weather's a little chilly to say nonetheless, but as you all can see, in NoCal here, Northern California, is beautiful. But the Grinch definitely stole Christmas last night, with the Cowboys taking a huge, just flat out pathetic loss to the Seattle Seahawks, 21-12, I believe, 2012, 21-12. I don't even want to know the score. I'm going to get into draft talk in a little bit, but the fact of the matter is, you took a loss that really you shouldn't have taken. You played a team that had probably more injuries and really wasn't as good as you. But you got out-coached. You had a coach who really, and I've defended Jason from time to time. Morning, sir. I've defended Jason from time to time, and I can't anymore. And then I've defended Dez from time to time, but I can't anymore. And so this video is who's gone first. Now, I know Jerry came out after the loss, and he's Jerry, so he's gonna try to calm Cowboys Nation down. But I think the Cowboys Nation, and in watching a few of my friends' videos, whether it's Law, Mark Holmes, and Joe Boo. I know Joe Boo's not doing well right now. Dallas Cowboys show. Shango's not doing well. Joe Rod. Morning, brother. How are you?
How are you doing?
Good. Beautiful people in this neighborhood. Joe Rod kept it very real. Mark Holmes kept it very real, and it just sparked me to do this topic. Who has to go? Which one of the two is more likely to go? And then I'm gonna come right back and do a draft needs video. So you're thinking about Dez. You're thinking about a guy trouble past when you drafted him. And he's been great. Let's not do that. Let's not just knee-jerk and give Dez so much blame that we forget the type of player that he's been for us. He's like 1 or 2 since when he was drafted, which I believe was 2009 or one of the two. When he's up there in touchdowns, is like 68. He's had a bunch of touchdowns. He's been a great player, but then you look at some of the route running now. He's lost some of his speed. He can't really separate. He's dropping passes left and right. You think about last night, you're on the sideline, you're complaining. Then you get your chance. They throw you a quick hitch. You're just out of control, so you're carrying the ball out. And what's my guy who used to play for the Eagles? He comes and he punches the ball out. And that's just one example of just Dez just doing too much. Then later in the game, you have a chance to win, and it's sure as hell Dez sits in the zone wrong. He gives chicken wing arm catch, and then obviously the pick to the linebacker, the ball falls right to the linebacker. It's just like when it comes to Dez, you know, he's just a wild card, and you gotta know that. With this, Merry Christmas, see ya. With this, with the, and with the coaching staff, they hear Dez whining on the sidelines. So now, let's get Dez some touches, and obviously he got his touches, and now he's whining. And sure as hell, you taking the ball out your best player's hand, which is Ezekiel Elliott, who you waited for 6 weeks to come back. You take the ball out of his hands, so now you're in double. I'm just like, why? I don't care if Dez gets one catch. His time, he's out of his prime. And I tried to fight it, and I was saying, you know, maybe Dak, and trust me, Dak did not play good. His ball placement was terrible a lot yesterday, and his clock needed to speed up. But Dak's a 2-year player, so I can live with that. He's going to grow. This is probably one of the best things. This year was probably one of the best things to happen to Dak's career, looking at it hindsight, because now he'll know how quickly things can change in this league. Very quickly. And he won't be this offseason, trust me, it won't be the everybody praising Dak Prescott show. It'll be a lot of people talking about, is he Colin Kaepernick? But back to Dez, you can't pay him what you're paying him. He has to either take a super, super huge pay cut, or you got to release him and just eat the $8 million. Then it brings me to Jason Garett. You know, I've always said this is Jason Garrett's MO. He's a guy who will have his team ready, but he makes no in-game adjustments. He doesn't pull any rank. You had a chance to get Sean Payton at one point. You had a chance to get Mike Zimmer at one point. Look at how his teams are playing. Look, with less talent. You know, Case Keenum's running the Minnesota Vikings. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. Defense is sharp. They draft well. And that's just Mike Zimmer's MO, but Jerry didn't want him because he wanted Jason Garett, who Jason Garett did good last year. Cool. In years before, Tony has saved him. But then even when it's play in games, but then you get to a game to where you should have beat Green Bay and you lose that game. Now you have a team in Seattle who's beat up. You take the ball out of Ezekiel Elliott's hands, down in the red zone, 3 times. You run it to Dak, who has been getting beat up and crushed all game. So why you run it to Dak, I literally have no idea, but you did. Then you run a sprint run where Jason Witten, who's 45 years old, and I love him, but, you know, he shouldn't be on it. Jason Witten is another guy, and I'll get to him in my draft video. Gotta go. He's a stopgap. But so you run the sprint out. Jason Witten gets caught for a hold. And then, of course, Dan Bailey shanks it after you go 3 and out. I mean, it's pathetic down in the red zone. Jason Garett pulls no rank. A real head coach goes to his offensive coordinator. Zeke gets the ball 3 times here. I can lose like that. If I get stuffed with Zeke 3 times in the red zone against a ailing Seattle defense, fine. I can't lose getting cute. And you lost because you got cute. You lost because you got out-coached. You lost because you have Jason Garett, who, like I said, he's about the right things. But then when it comes to Dez, you can't even pull Dez on the sideline and say, Dez, shut your ass up, and we got a game to win. I'm tired of it. Sit down and shut up or you won't get another ball. He'll never do that. He'll never be a coach to just say, you know what, conduct detrimental to the team. You're out. Bill Parcells didn't play those games. That's why he's a legendary coach. Bill Belichick, call him what you want. He didn't play those games. That's why he's a legendary coach. Jason is not that. And so I'm out on him. Like I've came on my channel and say, you know what? Cowboys fans were a little too hard. May turn around and go the other way. Cowboys fans were a little too hard on Jason. And then next thing you know, he lets us down again and again and again. In talking to one of my friends yesterday, his whole thing was, Foots, you're never going to win a play-in meaningful game with Jason Garett as your coach. So, Dez or Jason, who has to go? I know what Jerry said, like I said, to start this video. And this is kind of like my rant deal, and I'm not going to ever super overreact, but Jason or Dez, who has to go? You guys enjoy your Christmas holiday. Make sure you guys play Possibilities a couple times. It's a funky song. And now I'm going to do a draft video because I'm ready to talk draft, because Seattle put us out our misery, and you had everything go your way. Detroit, they stand at third, and you just couldn't get it done. So, it's your boy Foots the King. Thank you guys for liking, sharing, subscribing. Peace. Merry Christmas.